Okay. Thank you for joining us, returning with us on the show. As a matter of fact, we still have the honor of having the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Barrister Peter Mubisimba, with us here. We're talking about the Dr. Reuben Onyishi, who is the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on new media, intimating us, informing us, on recent government steps to making life easier and better for the people here in Enugu State. So, Doc, back to the matter as well. I don't know, still around the CNG buses, we understand that the modus operandi is going to be such that movement is going to be smooth, because we now have good roads, fixed, put in place in the town, the city Enugu, where these buses are going to now ply. We understand it's going to that the cost is going to be very, very much at a reduced price.
Affordable rate, yeah.
But I wouldn't know. We begin to hear about the plans of the government also to chase the keke riders and the minibus drivers out of business. I don't know. Are you planning as government to ban this particular level of transportation just for the CNG buses to run in Enugu? I don't know.
You see, that has been the thinking. People are thinking that the government is going to ban keke and all that from operating. But you see, there are ways you do things. You don't even need to ban anybody. You understand? Because these things will take their natural course. All right, something like keke, you are looking at keke, for instance. By the time the CNG buses are in operation, because they also will be running at night as well, yes, an arrangement for night operations. So by the time if you bring competition into the market, is the market to regulate itself. You understand? Yeah, the invisible hands will regulate it. Because I foresee a situation where keke may naturally have to retreat to the streets.
Not necessarily out of ban.
No. I don't think the government is going to ban them. But what government is doing will likely, in the interest of the people, crowd out keke or crowd out any other. Because if you think other vehicles will be in operation, but by the time you now look at the ambience, do you understand? The calm nature of the place, and then the rate, do you understand? There's no way you patronize any other person. Do you understand? Because you know that when you get to the CNG bus, you relax and everything is done in orderly manner and all that. So, keke, chances are that keke will naturally retreat to perhaps the streets. Really? You understand? Yes, and then move people from the streets to the edge of the road where they will enter the CNG buses. So keke will still be thriving at that level, moving to the streets. Moving back to the streets. I think that's what should happen. You understand? Because it's like crowding them out in the interest of the people of Enugu State. You understand? Because if keke will charge you more, you understand? But if you enter the CNG bus and you find out that you are paying less, definitely you will go for that which charges less.
Far cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper. So that's what it is. That's what I foresee. But I don't know. But I've not ever been in a meeting or anywhere where it was discussed that keke will be banned. You understand? We haven't heard it. But I anticipate that keke will naturally retreat to the streets, because already the major competitors will crowd them out of the place.
This is a way of trying to open up that sector as well, making it competitive.
Yes,
that's why.
Yes.
Okay. So, you've heard from him. So, the transport sector in Enugu State is actually taking on a new swing. We'll move from discussions around the Enugu Air for people who wish to come to Enugu and leave Enugu by flight. So Enugu now has its own air flight. And then we've come to the land transport as well, where the CNG buses have been brought into town, parked at Okpara Square there. If we have enough time, we'll get clips of those buses for us to see on the screen. And then now, the terminals where they will be taking off and terminating have been built at different strategic locations in the state now. One at Holy Ghost, that's a bigger one. The other one at Suka. We have one at Abapanike, and then the other one at Gariki area of the state. All right, so Dr. Reuben, thank you for talking us through these efforts of government and making transport easier for the people of the state. I don't know how much time our producer is going to allot us, but then I want to quickly just move away from the transport sector. Let's just quickly look at in the next few minutes, one or two other efforts of the government. For Enugu, earlier on you were trying to talk us through, the smart school 260 of them.
Yeah.
You said they are going to take effect from this year.
Yes, smart schools will take effect from September. All the smart schools by September shall have begun. You understand? Taking off. September this year. And then the 32 hospitals, many of them are, the contractors are turning in the project. You understand? And I think it's a done deal. It's a done deal. And if you look at it, who could have imagined that? Imagine that an administration within the first 2 years would build 260 smart schools. 260. We're not talking about one, we're not talking about two, we are talking about 260 to a high standard. High standard, state of the art facilities, in schools where our children will be taught main currents in education, like experientially, like mechatronics, augmented reality, virtual reality, AI, all right, and ICT skills. You understand? Free of charge. Free of charge. You understand? It's something that I'm going to think about it. You see, perhaps because the thing is just much. So we say 260 smart schools and we just glibly talk about it and say 260, we glibly talk about it. But if you come to give it a thought, you understand what this government has done. This is something that an administration could not have done in 8 years. Yeah. Right. But it is being done within two years. And not only that, PHC 260 within 2 years. You understand?
Well, we understand that the governor is trying to be strategic because the state is made up of 260 political wards.
Yes.
So he doesn't want to leave anyone out of it.
Yes.
But then also again, some persons from some quarters are of the opinion, do we really need to, take these smart schools everywhere? Do we need smart schools everywhere in the state?
So who will you teach? You will teach the child in Owo and leave the child in Enugu, or you leave the child. Now, tell me what's the person who is thinking that way. I don't know. But number one, do you understand? Yes, everyone needs good things. You understand? And it is being done in the 260 wards. You understand, for the children of Enugu, and it is free of charge. So you want to give the child at Emene this kind of training, and inequitably leave the child in any other place. Is that the idea? That's not the idea. That's not getting the complete Enugu child. We are talking about the Enugu child, getting them young at the age of 3, and then passing them through the smart education. Do you know that after this person has gone through the smart schools, even if they don't want to do anything again for themselves, they will be useful to themselves and to the society, because their skills will be sought after everywhere in the world. You understand? Because of what they know. And this is something you want to limit to only one place or 2 places. Who does that? So it's quite justifiable.
That is it. The reason behind
that is
the spread.
You see, because we are just talking about smart schools and all that, But in 2 years, we were not looking at what the governor has done in the area of security, in the water management system, in the revamping of moribund assets. Niger Gas is just employing now.
Okay, we are going to keep having you on this platform where you come to intimate us. So just for once off time.
Then we are talking about the new Enugu Smart City. We are looking at ICC. Then the Enugu International Hospital that is being built, that will make sure that you no longer travel to India, all those places to do have you trained. Then we are talking about the Hotel Presidential. We are talking about UPPL that attracted 100 billion investment. We are talking about the water management system. So which one are we going to? We're talking about, look at the transport interchange terminals. Look at what the government is doing. As I'm talking to you now, civil servants in Enugu State are being paid 80,000 naira minimum wage. And the governor has said that as soon as you retire, you get your gratuity.
Beautiful.
It is no longer, verification is ongoing on to pay. They've started paying even January and all, I mean people who January, February. So it is no longer like you retire and your benefits are not paid. These things are being done. Then look at NGs. Enugu State Information Geographic System. So many things that this administration is doing, has done in 2 years.
Well, Dr. Reuben Onyishi,
imagination.
if we allow you, we know we're not going to be done within the allotted time for this program. But then, in our subsequent outings, we would like to engage you more so that we'll understand holistically, what is going on in Enugu with regards to developmental efforts of the current administration. Well, there you are. That's it. That's the much we are going to give you on this show today. Believing that as the second year anniversary of this current administration is coming quickly, we will run programs around it for you so that you understand why you need to be in Enugu now. If you're not yet in Enugu, so that you know why you need to be here. Until we come your way again, Dr. Reuben Onyishi, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you very much, Chris.
You're welcome. So I'm Chris and the saying bye for now. Keep watching Naked Television.